You have to protect your practice. Why? Because have you noticed when the weather turns, it gets cold, it gets wet, it gets overcast, and we resist going out. So when external stressors of life, that are everyday stressors of life, start to exert more pressure on you to get out and do your practice, start to really challenge your ability to do your practice. Anytime you crumble under those stressors, you lose the ground gained. It's actually one of the 9 obstacles to practice described in the Yoga Sutra. So you have to protect your practice. You have to practice rain or shine, whether it's the weather or whether it's the mood swings or hot flashes or changes in relationship status. Whatever change is, that's a stressor of life. It's normal. It is there to make you stand up to your practice and to, kind of become more resilient, toughen up your resistance to these stressors. So it's important when the going gets tough to actually get going. And of course, in the protection module, I will include my favorite protective practice, which is simply a practice that protects all my other practices, because let's face it, I cannot practice anything if I cannot breathe. So my protection for my practice is going to be protection of my respiratory capacity. It's going to be about expanding lung capacity while strengthening the lung and all the muscles supporting and surrounding it. And of course, it's going to involve big, deep breaths, and breathing is best out in nature. That's why for this practice, I have to get out in nature. And I often don't have a lot of time, so I have to get out in nature and not only practice, but practice in a very powerful, accelerated, tantric way. And that's why I use my pole. Pole adds that velocity and that immediate and very real core engagement, because the pole is a little heavy, and if you let go of it, don't have the strength to hold on to it, you go with it, or it goes and, God forbid, hurts somebody. So here's a practice I am sharing with you as an example, with a pole, getting out and starting these swings down at the waist level, exhaling left and inhaling right, and just powerfully cleansing the lower lobes of my left lung and energizing the lower lobe of my right lung. And then I raise the pole about chest level, heart level, so now middle lobes. And now I added an upward swing, utilizing capacity of the upper lobes of the lungs, the ceiling of the lungs. I did that a few times on each side before switching sides. I would wait, if you do this on your own, I would wait before going to the other side and let that energy adjust. Let that cleansing, grounding, stabilizing energy on the left settle in, and then your right side, of course, remember all that Brahmana. So, of course, my other side was now exhaling to the right, inhaling to the left. And you could do this, 8 swings at each level, 4 swings at each level. Always finish strong, no matter how long or how short of a time you spend doing it. And the other thing is, it doesn't have to be symmetrical. You don't always have to do both sides. So here's where the secret comes. Don't panic, be pranic. So scan your body, tune in beforehand, and just see, where is there a loss of feeling? You're not feeling. Which side? Is it left side? Is it right side? Maybe it's left arm and right arm. See where there's an asymmetry in feeling, and then you know what to do. You know which side to empower and which side to pacify. And of course, if you've made it this far in the protection module, then it's starting to make sense. But if you're watching, if you skipped ahead and are watching it just now, then probably sounds a little kooky. So go back to the previous modules, revisit, and enjoy.